Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Minikino from Classical Magnet High School, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of heads up on how to set up a Google Classroom account and get started using Google Classroom. This is the first in a series of videos, so don't worry about trying to learn everything today. And as you're going through the video, feel free to stop at any time, go back, and go forward if you already know some of the information. So we're going to start with getting a Google account, a Google Classroom account. If you don't have one yet, you can get one from the communications department by logging into our intranet and going to Forms and Documents. And then on the right hand side here, about 2/3 of the way down, you'll see a Google Classroom request. Right there, a Google account request. Click on that. And it's pretty simple to fill out. First name, last name, your email. Of course, you need to put your email in there, not mine. Confirm it, and the school where you're teaching. Click on submit, and in a couple of weeks, no, actually in a couple of hours, Dave Draxel will get you your Gmail account all set up. So we're going to jump over here into Google, and I'm in Classroom right now. So I'm going to show you how to get there first. So we're going to start here, and the very first thing you want to do is come over here to this little icon on the right, click on it, and make sure that you are in your Hartford Schools account. Now this is a special account that's set up for me for this, so this is not going to look exactly like yours. Yours will look more like this. So just make sure you're in the right account. Once you're in your right account, you want to go to the waffle. The waffle is this little 3x3 series of dots up here next to your avatar, and you're going to click on that, and you'll see inside here an icon that says Classroom. So click on Classroom, and you'll end up here, and it'll say no classes yet because you're just starting out. Very first thing we want to do is come up here, and this is create or join a class. So you're only going to join a class if you're going to be a student in the class, or if you're going to teach in the class, you'll typically get a request to teach in that class. But to post this class up for your students to join, you want to create one first. So we're going to click in here, and we're going to click on create a class. That's the bottom one, create class. This will come up the first time, and you just click yes, I've read, and click continue, and it'll say create a class. So here's your class name. We're going to say, okay, this is American Government, and section, we're going to say 01. You don't have to put a section in, but let's say that's first period. Subject is civics, and let's say it's in room 349. Once you've done all of that, that's the basic information for the class. All you really need is the name of the class. You don't need the rest. I like to put it in. So then you click on create. It takes a few seconds for it to create a class. Not very long, not enough time to get coffee, but a little bit of time. Once it pops up, it's going to say invite your students to the class, and it's highlighting this area here, so just click got it. Now this little opened four-sided box here is your display. When you're ready to have your students join the class, and they're all in the class, maybe sitting in front of their Chromebooks or in front of computers, you can display this up on your screen, up on your front of your room, on your smartboard maybe, and click on display, and then you'll see a large version of it, very easy for the students to copy down the numbers and join the class. So if they're going to join a class, that little box we had before, the little plus sign, they would click on that plus sign and join the class, enter that code in. When you're done with that portion of it, you really don't need this again unless you're going to add more students to the class. This little chevron here will give you the information about it. Its subject is civics, which room it's in. You can update the theme or allow Google Classroom to select the theme for you. You can upload a photo if you want to put something back there. Maybe it's all the students in the class or something. It's very easy to add things to this background here. These 4 buttons up here on the top, Stream, this is everything that's going to show up on your class every day. Classwork, this is where you're going to create classes, and that's what we're going to go over in the next video. People, this is where your students will start to show up. They'll show up here once they've entered this code. And grades, and this is where you'll start grading the things they submit once they've completed some of your assignments. So that's about all we're going to talk about today. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll be posting these up one a day over the next week or two, so we can get everybody up and running on Google Classroom. Hope you enjoyed it.